In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Hey you! Are you tired of lame-ass stories for kids? Well, don't be a moron. Walk through that door. What's wrong? Don't be a sissy baby. Just have a look. The Buckler Canadian Tussle, exclusively on Fun My Comic.
Watch this. Oh, hallelujah. Get up right now. Now listen to this.
Sent that man that reaching out to hurting people. Hallelujah. This is what you do. Something more than it was. Yes. Listen to this right here. I heard then, it was like the Lord spoke that through me then. Oh, there it is. Get up right now. There it is again. Hallelujah. Sent that man that reaching out to hurting people. Hallelujah. This is what you do. Something more than it was.
I like that, don't you?
Get up right now. There it is again, so strong. Hallelujah. Oh yes. Sent that man that reaching out to hurting people. Hallelujah. This is what you do. Something more than it was. Amen.
Welcome to another NerdCap. How art thou?
Man, I came in on some of that and I was like, what's going on?
You never know around here, Rex. You never know. You never know.
Hey, Popper.
Welcome, everybody. Please come on in and let your presence be known this evening. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Going to get a little salty. I'm going to try to make sure the losers know what winning means. We're going to talk about that just a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh,
We're having a good time. Welcome, Todd. Todd made it tonight.
Woo! I'm saying woo a lot. I'm just
Todd.
so excited.
Yeah. Well, here's something else to woo at. For the first time ever, I am streaming to Rumble.
Woo!
oh, wow. Good.
Yeah, we're doing that thing.
Nice.
We're trying that, right? Well, you know, I think we're in this age where there's all this. There's always there's a need for a lot of alternatives, right?
Yeah.
We know that YouTube.
YouTube's starting to shit the bed.
Yeah, right. So
I mean, it's always been shitting the bed, but now the bed's starting to overflow with shit, and people are leaving.
yeah, it's like a finely crusted turd blanket at this point.
Yeah.
In there.
YouTube
So,
needs
yeah,
to
so
wash
people
its sheets
Yeah, like really bad.
badly.
So we're dealing with that. And so people have been wanting to, they've been looking at
Mo Biggs
Rumble.
is here.
You guys are so
Welcome,
colorful.
Mo Biggs. Welcome, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
It's great to have you here today, Mo.
So is H Comics, though. So, woo!
Yeah, so the I hope you saved at least one more woo. At least one more woo. And welcome, AGE Comics. Good to have you here. Yeah, guys, feel free to make yourselves be known. Woo, yeah.
Yeah. After 10 o'clock, it's
Woo. Woo.
There you go.
But anyway, I think we've been talking about the alternatives, and I think Bancroft's been streaming to Rumble. And
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, they finally just opened it up to where you don't have to have like 400 followers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
To be able to stream like I've got 8. I've got 8 over there. But now you can find me on Rumble under the Salty Artist or Luke Stone Studios. Take your pick. I am over there. But yeah, we will be streaming now there.
So is Rumble ad free?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Honestly, I've never really given it much thought. I know I'm already monetized. I think they like immediately monetize you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which I think is interesting that they would do that. That's kind of a baller move.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right?
So it's not based on your hours and viewership and all that? Wow.
No. Does Rumble still make you give them your phone number before you can join a chat or live video? Not a clue, Mo. Not a clue. I just chatted over there. I've got that window up so I can see the chat. Nobody, no one's over there. But if someone does happen to pop in and is in the chat, I want to be able to talk to them. I don't want to make them feel like they're being ignored. Because no one likes to be ignored, right? No one likes to feel like they're not wanted.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize that Tuesday nights might be a tough night for us to stream. Because Joe Sontag has been doing Tuesday nights.
Oh.
Yeah. There's topic lists that I would usually be on. I'll probably pop up here and go over there because I'm a regular over there.
They're still on tonight?
Oh yeah,
they're on Tuesdays, and I've been missing. I've been.
What time do they go on?
For you.
What time do they go?
They go on at about 9:50. No, I'm sorry. My time is Central. They go on at like 8:15. So they've been on about an hour, and
yeah. So they start at like 9.
Jimmy Reyes just joined them. Him and his wife, because they were late. They're actually. It's not just Jason Bascom and Luke, Death Metal Hero. It's
for some reason
Jimmy
thought they
Reyes
streamed way earlier.
Huh?
I for some reason thought they streamed way earlier.
Nope.
No, they go same time, about 15 minutes after 8.
I love
and
me
they
some Jimmy
generally go
Reyes,
about
too.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So we might rethink our Tuesday night thing.
Yeah, that'd be more convenient for me.
Find another night that's not as heavily streamed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wednesdays and Thursdays I know are not that bad for
I'm not doing
Wednesdays are bad for me, man. When I bring back F-It show, because freaking all the other CG chicks stream on top of me now.
That's what she said.
Well, I mean, there are different days. It's just really finding that timing sweet spot, right? You're always going to be overstreamed by someone.
Yeah, unless like you're doing it like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to overstream somebody at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at 5, I overstream.
Mo Big says they started doing that a couple of weeks after Bancroft started. That sucks. Yeah. Hopefully they're not doing that.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah. Man,
so this is actually the first time I've even opened Rumble.
Yeah, I've been over there. I've loaded a few videos, but it just became a hassle. Streaming there is kind of a hassle. Like you can't just like
my problem
make the stream.
with Rumble right now is participating at all is kind of a hassle.
Yeah, you can't like just make it in like StreamYard like you normally do with everything else. You got to go over there and upload a loading video, like a loop. And I'm like, that's so lame. Who wants to do any of that?
Huh.
Just throw a video card up there and be done with it, guys. But, it is what it is. So yeah, but we may be looking at doing another night other than Tuesdays. Thursday mornings are pretty well set in stone. I think that's going to continue to work as it is. Thursday mornings are a big day for us. That's a big morning. But yeah, we can NerdCap whenever we decide we want. So we'll talk about it this week. But
any day above ground is a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
You know, we lost somebody recently within the CG community. That was James Hayes. I don't know if you
did,
knew him.
yeah.
He was
James was
master.
was, I think he was an admin here.
Yeah.
One of our moderators, and great guy.
And Dan Pleagle that does Cobbling Girl, he has cancer, so we need to keep him in prayer too.
Yeah, I'm worried about him.
Cancer of the liver and the colon, I think.
Oh wow.
But the person that told me said it is beatable. So I mean, with God, all things are possible, right?
That's absolutely true. Mo says, yeah, I was gung-ho, and then suddenly made the change, and I was like, why do they need that information? Just for me to chat, like videos. Right? It doesn't make sense that they would need that for a free speech platform.
Mm-hmm.
But, people are, now they're talking about needing an alternative for Twitter because Elon's wanting to pay to play with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to vote in polls or be in the recommended.
Oh, really?
If you're not a blue check.
Really?
Yeah. And you only have to be a blue check if you pay.
Right.
And he said that they're not going to do anything about bots.
Right.
As long as they pay. As long as they're blue checked.
Right.
And they're following the terms of service.
As long as they are not impersonating a human.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's clear.
Isn't that what a bot is? Isn't that
I know.
Like, isn't the mere fact that they're a bot do that?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're smart. Don't be a dipshit. Like, what you're saying.
He did all that, and I got rid of blue.
Right, me too. He's like, just tell me. Just say it. Come on, Elon. Just say it. Open up your mouth and say, I need you to pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to say, right? Welcome, Carol. Carol Colors. Carol Colors is here. Welcome. Edwin. Edwin Aceveto's here. Raid of the White Leopard. Looking forward to that book coming out. I think we might pull up his campaign and play a trailer tonight. I think we might do that. Might take a look at that one because his is coming up, and it's in sign up right now. And then we got Hicksville and Hicksville and I like that name. What's up, man? Nice to have you here. And the memes of destruction. Hey guys, what's going on? Not much. Just talking about maybe moving our thing to another night, and then we got a few things to talk about. Talking about alternatives. We are streaming tonight to Rumble, which is a first time because people say that we need to have an alternative to the good old YouTube. Because they're always screwing around and doing weird stuff. And I know we got 3 people over there watching right now, so that's cool. And then people are talking about, well, what's a possible alternative to Twitter? And so I don't even know. Like, people are saying Gab. I just got on this new thing. It's supposed to be an alternative to Discord. Apparently Discord is communist. I'm not over there enough to know.
Yeah.
Discord needs an alternative now? I thought Discord was the alternative.
It was for a minute. Now it's Gilded. Gilded is now the alternative. And I'm over there. And I'm not on there as much. I keep forgetting that I have it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what those guys are doing. And then I don't remember to think about what those guys are doing long enough to go back over there to actually see what those guys are doing.
It's all about bringing the crowd, and making them aware of where you're at, I think.
Right. And I think that's where people will start getting nervous about alternatives. And that's why, we did an alternative, Todd and I.
Yeah.
We did an alternative to crowdfunding.
Oh, this is the Todd. The Todd. I'm sorry, Todd.
This is the Todd. The Todd.
That is the Todd. All right.
I didn't know I was the Todd.
The Todd. The Todd father.
The Toddster.
Yeah.
I thought that was Todd.
Darth Toddicus.
Would you fund my comic? Or at least provide a way where I could get others to fund my comic?
I would.
Yeah.
Edwin says that all of the
thank you so much.
Twitter alternatives suck, and that he would go back to Facebook. I think you're right. I think I would. I think I would just gatekeep the crap out of my Facebook group. That's what I would do. I would do that. Mastodon is a Twitter alternative. Yeah, but isn't that where like all like the hardcore like scary racist are? Like actual racist?
Oh gosh.
Like the ones that people are like, Twitter's full of those guys. No, not those. No, you look.
Yeah, no, so far there's not been a good alternative.
Everybody that says that someone's a racist clearly has never actually met a real racist.
Yeah.
Because those guys are scary. Like they just like are hateful. They like.
I have a story about that. I used to do prison ministry, and I would help the chaplain out, and I was there getting in my hours, right? And I, like the day before, I had talked to this one guy. He had just lost, I think his grandfather, something like that. And of course, he couldn't go to the funeral, I think, but he was already Christian, and that all went well. Well, then there was a guy that lost his father. Now, he was a white supremacist, and so were the other two in the pod with him. And so I'm sitting down at the table. I know nothing about this guy, and they're all tatted up, with their, you know, and they're all, all pumped up, and he's just deadpan. And I'm like, wow, man, this is like cold. He's giving me nothing. I'm having to do all the talking. He's like, it's like, wow, the only thing I had going for me right in that moment was my skin tone, really. Because it was like, that was so hard to just sit down. I knew nothing about the guy. The guy wasn't giving me any information about him. Of course, you can't put anybody in heaven to hell. That's not your business anyway. It's your to comfort and talk about his loss. But he was very close-shelled, and these other guys, they didn't leave. They were there. They were kind of.
I mean, if you're that racist, you're probably in hell.
Place.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but yeah, if you're racist, I'm not gonna go based on evidence of I'm just gonna go down and say you're in hell.
Well,
you really can't have that heart.
The reason I say that is,
especially not in prison ministry.
Luke talking about his little diatribe or his little discussion about to bring Christ down or to build up whatever. And I mean, basically that's it. It's God's business.
Yeah.
I don't put anybody in hell and I don't put anybody in heaven, and one of the hardest things,
especially in that situation,
one of the hardest things I had to do was, well, I don't prejudge. I mean, when I went in there, one thing we never ask is, what are you in here for? I was very respectful. I never went into a pod, even though there's no doors, although there was a prison I went that had doors. Now, that is scary because they could grab you, throw you in the pod, shut the door, take your clothes, and try and walk out the front door. I mean, these guys have tried, Fortunately, that never happened to me. But you had to be, a little bit stern stuff to do prison ministry.
You do. I used to do.
Scam.
I never did prison.
Yeah.
I did jail ministry, and you've got to be. I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind of, I'm not. I look like I'm angry. You see this like scowl? This is actually in my skull.
Yeah.
Like they did an X-ray, and my skull was. Like, look at that.
You were just born angry.
I was born. I was born pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You adapted to the anger.
Yeah, I just. You merely adopted it. I was born into it. Kind of sound like him right now too.
Yeah.
I can't even do it without laughing. That's stupid. That was a stupid movie.
Yeah. I thought so disappointed. I was so ready for Bane.
I thought Mastodon was where all the commies left in protest when Elon unbanned some accounts. Yeah,
that's where they all said they were going.
Yeah, Gilded is best net. Ha! Words. I shouldn't have been drinking tonight. That's funny because Todd knows I don't drink.
Catching up to you. Finally catching up to you, Luke.
Gilded is best whisper network. Gab has a lot of actual fascists. I want to stay away from there then.
Yeah, so
I tried to put.
It's good to have an alternative, but at what point does that become adopted?
You're probably already on a watch list anyway, Luke.
Oh,
it took me forever before I would try out Twitter. Like, Twitter had been popular even for a few years before I finally made a joke account, and that was my first account. Was like a joke.
I'm the same way. Like, I don't jump on anything new, which is why I kind of understand some people's holdout for Fund My Comic.
Yeah.
So I don't hold it against them, but that's also why I'm like, I really appreciate everybody that's jumped on board with this right away. They said, no, this is it, right? Because I understand that that kind of puts a target on you sometimes when you do that, and there's a lot of risk. I'm actually talking with one creator right now who's trying to weigh that risk very heavily on whether or not he's going to come over to the platform, but whether or not he's going to become an exclusive creator. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of a big deal. So I won't mention him publicly so that we don't put any more undue stress on him right now. Tell him just take your time, think about it, weigh the options, and just know that we'll do our best to take care of you because that's what we do.
Let those that are willing to take the risk and have, the ability to take the risk, let them, go and test it out.
The fact that we have to ask what happened to Hive is all we need to know about Hive, I think.
I think that really does. I think that just tells us what happened to Hive, right?
Well, Todd, what's your 30-second pitch for Fund My Comic? I've heard Luke's. I'd like to hear from you. Your kind of pitch for it. How you kind of view it.
Yeah, I've seen all of the other guys and how they suppress free speech, and that's my biggest thing is when people are involved and people are making the decisions on what gets put out and what doesn't, and it's not some algorithm somewhere that there's people behind it, and not only people behind it, but people that are in the industry, people that know comics, and people that know what you want and what they want. So I think that's what makes us unique.
Since Piper's hidden, I'm going to put her down at the bottom.
That's fine.
Piper.
They went to Jive. It's kind of like Twitter, but with a blue turkey.
What is Jive?
Jive. It's Jive Turkey.
Jive Turkey.
Get it? Jive Turkey?
Oh, God.
I think Mo, is giving us little hints on how old he is. Yeah. I think he's starting to put us into a...
That's all right.
I think we're starting to figure out...
I can hang with him. I'm that old, too. You Jive Turkey.
Check out the Restrict Act. We actually have free speech.
Just remember Airplane. You speak Jive?
You speak Jive?
Oh, yeah.
Of course I do, yeah. No, we...
Hey, I got moves like Jagger.
Moves like Jagger. I got them moves like Jagger. So guys, check this out. We've been talking about this whole censorship thing for a while. I am not quite sure. Let me see where it's at. It's right. I think it's right here. Nope, it's this one right here. Nope, it's not that one right there. It's this one right here. There we go. I knew we'd get there eventually. If I kept pecking around enough. That's what she said.
Packer.
Birds, turkeys, packers, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Library book challenge is up 8 times since 2020. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I mean, I don't like censorship, but I do understand that what's being challenged is material that parents are unhappy.
Yeah, we had our own one of our own local librarians fired because of sexually explicit kid books that was in our library here in town.
I mean,
and I mean, if it reaches here with a population of about 63,000 or something, it's everywhere. It's well funded.
It is, yeah. So here's I think people found the line in the sand for conservatives right now. Mo says he's not one of those people that can't watch anything.
It's
that came out
called
before he was born, right?
their children.
It's called their children. That's the line in the sand
Yep.
for a lot of conservatives.
Yep.
And they are so mad that they're pushing back really, really hard. And they're pushing a little harder than what I think they should in some cases. But what's happening is they're pushing against the LGBTQ and gender things and all that kind of stuff. Then you've got leftists that are pushing against anything that they deem somewhat racist or potentially problematic. And so I think before it's over, we're not going to have any books available at all. But look at these numbers.
That may be what they want. Illiterate society.
I mean, it went from 156 books that, like, you know, number of attempts to ban or restrict a library material in 2020 to 1,269 attempts in 2022.
Jesus.
And this is, I mean, it's a new year, man.
You know what the conservatives need to understand is
I'm with you, man.
The homosexuals and a lot of these, a lot of the people out there, they're being used by the left.
Oh yeah,
and
they are.
And they need to understand that, and they need to not necessarily cater, but educate. That
it's what we just saw happen in Nashville. That was a young trans activist.
Right.
I've been in counseling and done this stuff for a while. Like, I've done counseling. You know, part of my ministry degree was some psychology training.
I've been in counseling too. Look, it's okay.
I've been in counseling. I've done that kind of stuff. I had to do that too.
Thing there.
I like I said, I was in ministry. You get PTSD from that crap, man.
Really, man.
But one of the things that's well documented is that typically people with a dysphoria disorder of any kind, you know, whether it be gender dysphoria or any kind of dysphoria, they're easily susceptible to ideas implanting because they are unsure of who they are. And so they're constantly searching. They don't realize, but mentally, they're constantly searching for what they belong to or what they are a part of or who they are.
And if anybody's willing to validate them, in the slightest, too.
Exactly. The validation, it's easy.
It's like enabling, in a way.
So this thing that happened in Nashville, this was a young trans activist that shot up a Christian school.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that she used to go to.
That she used to go to. Yeah.
Yep.
You can't tell me that idea wasn't planted in there somehow.
Yeah.
Right? But someone was like, well, you know, she's transitioning to a boy, right? So it'd be
could be a hormonal
trans male, right? But here's the thing: typically bio males in their early 20s will have violent outburst. That was the word I was looking for. Now, here's what a lot of people don't realize. There is a lot of differences in men and women, right? In our society, they don't realize just how many differences there are, and one of those major differences can even be calculated or found in the statistics of how they choose to kill themselves. Did you know that? Men are more likely to use a violent means to kill themselves than women.
Yeah.
Women are typically going to use something less violent. They might cut their wrist. It's probably the most violent thing they do, but it's usually in a tub, so no one has to clean up after them. Like they're thinking, because that's how they don't want to be an additional burden. Men will blow their brains out right in the middle of a living room because they don't have that. Their brain's not thinking that way, right? And so it makes sense that a lot of the mass shooters are young men in their 20s, right? But here's a young woman in her 20s, biological woman, transitioning to be a man. That fits the bill if she was a biological man. But being a biological female, it doesn't really fit. It's way out of place.
Right.
Even
and
with
I don't know
women's,
how.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know how long she had been in the transition, but hormone therapy is not easy on the body.
No, it's not.
And it could very well be that hormone therapy is, affected the mentality and
right.
all that jazz.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Well,
yep. And Mo's
there
got it right.
was
Yes, this degenerate who
whole-
wrote this book about banging kids happened to be black. So this removal request was racist as well as anti-queer. Yeah, there you go.
There was a school that they said he checked out as well, but it was more heavily fortified and protected, and he chose, not that school, but the one that was unprotected.
It was supposed to be a school that they had gone to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also heard that he scoped out another school though, as well, and but it was heavily, it's a little bit more secure as far as security. So that could have came
Statistically, the
into
male
play.
preferred suicide techniques are far
Will
more
we
effective.
ever really know?
Yep, a bullet to that is
Yeah.
pretty effective.
This is true, but that's because they caution to the wind kind of deal. They choose those more effective because
women will
they're more
use-
violent.
Yeah, women will use pills mostly. Like that's usually an overdose.
Yeah, women will try to OD. I think is one of the big ones, and sometimes they still wake up the next day.
They still wake up, and yep.
Those guys want it to hurt.
What are you still doing here?
They're like, what am I still doing here?
So, but no, someone with gender dysphoria, it's still a dysphoria disorder, is susceptible to these ideas. And I just shared something on Twitter today, I think it was, that, someone was burning a Harry Potter book. And,
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they called for the extinguishing of the flame of hate. And then they said that they were going to do it with love and acceptance. But you just spoke about how the worst things for these kids isn't the porn that's coming out with genderqueer and those kind of things that's happening, but the bigoted hatred coming out of their parents' mouths. And I'm like, you just attacked every Christian parent for wanting to maintain their right as a parent and their responsibility as a parent. And now you're trying to say love and acceptance?
Yeah, that's
what
the
does that
problem
mean?
I have is
Yeah.
when, it's preached as love and acceptance, but anything that's contrary to the belief that they have is labeled as hate, labeled as
Well, one of the best arguments that I heard, there's been a lot of talk for many years now. This person that runs a bakery that did not want to make a gay wedding cake because
And now
of his beliefs.
everybody goes to the same bakery to try to get them to make.
Yeah, multi lawsuits, right? He's in the process.
Multiple people. They just go over there and go, "Oh, cool."
But-
it's like free money, I guess. I don't know what the hell.
But I've also heard some gays who have bakeries speak out and say, "Well, we wouldn't want you coming in and saying, 'Can you make me an anti-gay cake?'"
Exactly.
Because that would be against their beliefs. So,
don't
they
make
stand
me do
with
it.
him to have freedom of thought.
Right.
And
He should be able
but
to have
you never
freedom.
hear you hardly ever hear those stories.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying these communities are being used, and a lot within those communities, they know it because the national agenda, what's being preached and propagandized, is not necessarily does not represent them. I think that's
Not
why
even,
a lot of Democrats have been leaving their own party of late, or independents.
It really is. And according to this article, they're saying that it's overwhelmingly that these are coming from censorship groups that are targeting the LGBTQIA plus community or people of color. Really what it comes down to is they're trying to marginalize this, and these numbers are going to reflect every request. Okay, like every request. So there was only 156 petitions before. That's not 156 books. That's at 156 individual petitions of libraries. Okay? So 156 libraries got petitioned. 1,269 libraries got petitioned. Could be various different books. Could be the same book. Could be, So that's the thing about statistics. You can kind of form a statistic to look like what you want it to look like and to create a narrative. And so when you're telling people that Christians, and that's they understand right now that the organized censorship groups, oh, you mean churches, right? They are trying to remove books. Their aim is to suppress voices of those traditionally excluded from our nation's conversations. Come on, turn on the TV, man. Who's excluded? Society completely accepts them and opens them up. Opens up with open arms. Many Christians do, many churches do. We just don't want our kids to be told how to give oral sex to somebody. Right. Like, we just don't want that. Gay, straight, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate. And you're absolutely right. 80% of statistics are yes. They really are. And 90% of statistics are made up on the spot.
And so the other 20% are made up later?
Yeah, the other 20% are made up later. The choice of what to read must be left to the reader, or, in the case of children, to parents. Yes. So Caldwell Stone explained why that's important to everyone. Each attempt to ban a book, I believe this. I believe this. That the choice does not belong to self-appointed book police. I get that. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, it's parents saying, libraries, stop giving these books to my kids. Stop circumventing my authority as a parent and giving them to kids. What they're not mentioning is that a lot of these libraries that are being petitioned are also school libraries.
Yes.
They fall under the same category. My wife was a librarian at a school. She did not work for the school. She worked for the city. She was a librarian. Part of her time was at the middle school. Part of her time was at the main branch. It was a library. But when you would petition that book to be banned or restricted, it was a library, even though it was in a school, right? Mm-hmm. That's the other thing they're not mentioning, is that, hey, these requests are coming from libraries in the schools where the only audience is kids. And at the end of the day, what it is, it's librarians and teachers that are forcing their leftist ideology on kids, because they want to indoctrinate their kids away from Christian parents and traditional family values that are taught in church and in Sunday school and in the Bible. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And I know a good number of even reasonable Democrats that believe that statement that I just made. Yeah. They understand that there are people there that want to change that. And part of that is, like, we even see, like, the demonic symbolism that's taking place in a huge part of the media in Hollywood and things like that. And whenever you bring it up, what do they want to do? They want to be like, nah, they didn't really. It's not real. That's not. No, you're out of your mind. No, that's crazy. That's not what it really is. It's just fun. Just forget about it. They just want you to forget about it, right? Everything's okay. But no, not everything's okay. But
yeah.
Anyway, I digress. We get in this. Let me see. You've been at this 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. Let's go and move on to the winning. Let's talk about winning.
I do like winning.
Winning.
Oh yeah, this.
Right.
But
Charlie Sheen.
Kind of driving right. It's kind of driving me nuts though that it took like this long for somebody to basically back up what he's been saying.
Yeah, I just want to start here. I just want to start with this.
Yeah.
We'll get a little bit further into this whole what winning actually looks like versus what losing looks like here in a moment. Welcome, Will. Nice to have you here. Welcome, Bunny. Nice to have you here as well. We've got 10 people watching over on Rumble right now.
Oh, hey, 10
Folks,
people
feel
on
free
Rumble.
to leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. This is our first time streaming on Rumble. Don't forget to become a follower and get updates on when we stream. We're streaming again Thursday morning. Thursday morning is our fun morning show.
You can join the cult.
You can join our cult. Our cult of personality.
Cult of personality. Yes.
Just don't drink the Kool-Aid.
All right. So I think this is the thread that started it, actually. There are peeps in the biz who are very proactive in pushing me as a feminist. This is Valerie D'Orazio. She's an editor and writer. She started out as an artist, but didn't stick with that. She felt like her skills weren't up to snuff to make it in the industry, so she became an editor and a writer. She edited at DC during EVS's reign over there. I say reign. He was pretty much on top of things over there. You know, he was winning big at that time in DC and helping them win big too. And then she became a writer, and then she did some writing for Marvel as well. And then she got out of the industry. I think she said from like 2006 to 2009 or something. Somewhere in there, somewhere between 2000 and 2010, within that decade. So when she was active over there. So here's what she said. I think this is the thread that kind of started it. There are peeps in the biz who were very proactive in pushing me as a feminist comics icon that I don't speak to anymore. Heidi MacDonald specifically told me to go after DC, but later said to me she didn't believe I was harassed, which to me is sociopathic and cruel.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Yes. Among the people who knew about the transgender rumor as fact going around the industry about me was Rich Johnson. He basically told me later that he would have liked to help me out with setting things straight in his column, but I don't talk to him anymore either. And
so does she explain the rumors?
She doesn't explain the rumors here. I looked into them a little bit. There were rumors and they weren't true. So they devastated her life. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
It was not good. So, and the way that these things interacted with my own personal life, my marriage, is beyond the pale. There was nothing sacred to these people. I was made fun of and ostracized for suddenly being trans, and then criticized by the same damn people for not being pro-trans enough. But I'm talking about a mainstream comic book industry that's sort of in the shitter as it is. I'm talking about a legacy comics media well past its sell-by date. And I'm talking about some sociopaths in the biz whom I don't think can even recognize the damage they've caused. Oh, and while I was never a big talker about religion during my time in the comics industry media, I would constantly hear hostility about topics like God, Jesus, Christianity, and even vague stuff such as the idea of a soul. I'm not kidding. A significant part, though definitely not all, of the comics industry saw the masses of readers and fans all across the U.S. as largely hicks to be embarrassed of, and the biggest goal was to replace those fans with a higher quality of readership, thus making their own jobs cooler. But I guess all these unwashed, uncool masses of plebs and commoners were basically the core of the entire damn marketplace, huh? Surprise! So yeah, so this one got me. Like, this was a pretty good one. These people are winning. Remember, these are the winners. This is what winning sounds like. Here's one of their own that was abused. They didn't defend him. They later on, Valerie has become a Christian. So welcome to the family, sis. Here's another one. This is what they're fighting for over here, guys. This is why the mainstream is so great. An addendum to what I wrote yesterday about my experience in the comics industry from 2006 to 2009. Hey, I got that right. I was groomed as a feminist icon, not just by peeps within the biz, but by the actual mainstream media. And continually, I was told by those people, you're doing feminism wrong.
So wait a minute, she was transgender and a feminist?
And doing it wrong, yeah.
And doing it all wrong. Okay, gotcha.
Wait, by the people that were using her as an icon were telling her she was doing it wrong?
Yeah. How backwards is that, right?
I missed that part the first time. I'm so confused. What?
Yeah, that's what this is an extension of yesterday's. Those same people not only pushed her as that icon, as this but told her she was doing it wrong. She wasn't feminist enough for a feminism,
like not whatever. Feminist enough for the feminist club.
Right. It's like, am I not turtly enough for the turtle club?
Exactly.
So I had a contract with ICM. They contacted me to write a book about my experience with sexism in the comic book industry. And after several passes, their feedback from publishers was as follows. It does not sound like a woman wrote this book because it wasn't angry enough.
Oh.
Wow.
And as all this was going on, I became increasingly publicly attacked by feminists in the industry for not being sufficiently feminist for them. They would accuse me of not deserving my fame and not being a real victim. Again, these are women saying this to me. And it all came to a head with a persistent rumor presented as fact in the biz I discovered several years ago, in which it was said and widely believed that I was transitioned into a dude. For reals, this was the rumor spread by peeps who considered themselves progressive.
Wow.
Which, as far as I know, was misgendering.
Yeah.
Which these peeps claim to hate. And the actual entire situation is about 20 times worse than this, but nobody needs to be that depressed on Monday morning. But the good part about finally facing all the crap was me deciding to stop going back and forth on whether or not I was going to be a Christian, a lifetime debate, and finally embracing Christ. Honestly, that's why I'm still alive and kicking and working and occasionally smiling.
Aww.
These people are monsters.
Yeah.
But this is what they're fighting for. This is winning.
Yeah, that's my problem is, the industry is just people that are making up stuff that they think should be important.
Right.
And who are those people and why do they get to say what's important and what's not?
Will, you're absolutely right. They eat their
propaganda.
They eat their own over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the buffet.
The second somebody says, wait, hold up, they're done. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Something's not right here. Oh, well,
Yeah, they cancel them immediately.
Through. Yeah.
So let's read this one. This one is where EVS comes into the conversation.
Tiger blood.
Still remembering being at DC in editorial and warned by the management not to engage in conversation with EVS. And then one of my fellow editors, who nobody warned me about, started groping me in my office.
Oh.
Which is really funny if she was transitioning to a dude, that would have been like, how progressive of him.
Awkward.
I'm just being salty, guys. Sorry, I made myself laugh.
It's all right. That'll get you later.
How progressive of him.
I mean,
the implications of that just cracked me up. Like, all right, I'm so bad. And then groped me in my office. And that guy was later lauded as one of the biggest feminists in the industry. As a footnote,
reset the clock kind of deal.
Yeah, as a footnote, I've never had a single negative interaction with EVS at DC when I was an editor or now. I'm not saying he's a perfect person. God knows he's not. But neither am I. God knows I'm not either. And most people aren't. I'm looking at a panel full of not perfect people. Todd's like, what?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here, so.
the mainstream comics industry and media has their own skeletons in the closet to finally deal with.
Well, now I want to
really
freaking make a comic label and publish under called Backstreet Comics.
Main Street.
I'm going to do one called Thrown Under the Bus by Luke Stone.
Oh, I'm happy to do that for some people. But we've been going over and over and over and over again with people, not winning, they're not winning. Comicsgate's losing and you guys are losing and
you're a bunch of losers.
Winning, a bunch of losers. Well, they let me try to find this tweet. I didn't save it. I should have saved it. I'm sure I'll find it here sooner or later.
I'd rather be a loser.
Here it is. This is the one I was looking for. I would rather be a winner or loser. I don't know. I'd rather be whatever it is that I am.
You're pretty good at it.
If the stuff that a lot of them are calling winning is winning, I don't want it. And a lot of the stuff they're calling losing, I want that.
Exactly.
Carolyn got fired from her job. Or Kara Gooch.
Gooch? Who's that?
She got fired from her job at that was that game company. Not drive-through games. It was the other one that takes digital games and prints physicals of them.
Oh.
Limited runs of them.
Limited run game?
Thank you. Limited run games.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So yeah, Limited Run Games fired her because of some people that she followed on Twitter.
Welcome to the club, lady.
She was their social media person. Which, of course, their social media person is going to follow people on Twitter.
Wow.
Insert.
Say it ain't so.
Folks.
Say it ain't
Dun,
so.
dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
RJ says that is what they say when you are winning. They do. When you're winning, they try to say, look, it's projection. You're losing. No, buddy, you're losing. We're winning. No, buddy, I'm winning. They don't
It's a
understand
bunch
what
of
winning
people
is.
that can't do math.
We're about to show people what winning looks like, right?
So if you're managing their social media, they don't want you on social media.
They don't want you to follow anyone that they don't deem worthy to
They
be
don't
followed.
want you as a dissenting voice. Pretty easy.
Yeah, right. So
Even
she
if
gets
you're,
fired.
but that wasn't that on her personal.
It's her personal.
It
Yeah.
matters
Her
not.
personal one.
Yeah, she's not even doing it with the accounts that she's in
She didn't
charge
even
of.
like really show any interaction with the people.
You're
Just-
overthinking this, Piper. Just
You are
comply.
overthinking. Just comply.
Just comply.
Very good, very good. So here's the thing. She tweeted this out. She goes, I'm so excited to share that today is my official first day as the customer relations manager at the Ripaverse.
Hell,
You guys remember
yeah.
that guy, right? Eric July.
Yeah, I
Remember
know that
this guy?
name.
Nobody, everyone wants to think he's losing. Someone's
Eric.
like, well,
I know, right?
well, your
This is so
first book will
fucking
never
weird.
come out. Dude, I've had his first book for months now. Well, good luck on the second one. Yeah, I heard Chuck Dixon wrote it, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be decent.
Yeah.
Right?
It may not make as much. It may make more. I don't know, but
We don't know.
It's
That's
coming
to be
out.
determined. That's to be determined. It's coming out. He's got a whole company that started. Fact is, he made $4 million on a comic book. Right?
He
It
made
doesn't
FU
matter.
money.
Yeah, that's FU money. It doesn't matter how he made it.
He made Teenage Mutant Ninja money.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how he made it. Doesn't matter how libertarian he is or whatever. It doesn't matter how black the guy is because the left is not happy that he made FU money.
Yeah.
At this
Which just
point,
shows that they're
he's
racist.
an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, how
He's an
racist
Uncle
do you have
Tom.
to be like, no, like just because, they are calling him slurs.
Yeah,
Like, this man
and
every
it's
day has to
okay.
endure
It's
slurs.
okay for us to call him racial slurs because he's
Yeah,
not
it's okay
on
for us
our
to call
side.
him the N-word because he doesn't think like we do. We don't think he's a real black person because he
Roots
doesn't
thing.
vote the way that we do. It's stupid, man. I can't believe the double standard that exists with these people. And it sickens me and I'm tired of it.
What would
right?
it take to
But this
convince
guy
you
has
of-
FU money now, man. FU money. And so he hires Kara. She is now working for Eric July in the Ripaverse. Says Eric reached out to me and said he really wanted to put his money where his mouth is and set an example for how to fight back against the craziness going on in the world and social media in general. He took someone who got fired for simply following someone on their social media account and he hired someone.
Personal
This-
account. I'm so pissed. Right
This is a good hire here.
yeah.
This is a good hire. This is a good hire. You know who's
This is
not
somebody
doing well
that's
right
going
now?
to so hardcore appreciate too. Like
Yeah. You know who's not doing well right now? Limited run games.
limited run games is doing so bad.
opposition. Yeah.
Have you
and
seen?
now we're going to have people that are afraid of doing anything that looks, against what the mainstream says that they shouldn't do, and people are going to be running scared. But
there are
going
going to be people that will avoid our platform simply because they can't be associated that closely with.
Yeah, but
With,
you can't live your life like that.
Anybody else they see on it, basically. But
Look at their pinned tweet. Pinned March 27th yesterday. Look at those social media numbers. Look how many views it got.
how many followers
Comments?
does their account have?
Oh, you really want to see that? I'll show you. 49.4 thousand tweets. They got
Oh yeah, no, I
237.3
meant how
thousand
many followers they have. They have that many followers, and they're only getting
237.3
that.
thousand followers.
They're only getting that.
The thing
much
of it is, those
engagement.
numbers are often cooked.
Yep, I would say
they're probably
those look
cooked.
pretty cooked considering.
Numbers like that are cooked considering. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just look at another one. 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago. 31 likes, 5 retweets.
21,000 views.
I mean, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't have a lot going on mine, but I get better numbers than this.
But yeah, you've
Or
got 5 retweets on a.
All right. Or I get
one tweet.
reasonable. I get similar numbers to this with my little platform.
I got way less, yeah, especially, well, on both of my accounts.
This one got a lot.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it was a Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's what got it. Nintendo. But look at this one. This one was... They're not getting anywhere. Does that look like winning to you?
Or hashtag whining.
Is that what winning is?
It's more like whining. Yeah.
That looks more like losing. I'll tell you what winning looks like. Let's go over here. I'm just going to look up Timcast.
He's going to show his scrap.
Well, I'm just going to show Tim Pool's tweets. Remember? This guy, he's a dirty conservative.
Ooh.
March 24th pin tweet. Retweets. Three hours ago.
Just need to get your mind straight, Luke.
Look at that. There we go.
Just a couple more. I mean, come on.
I mean, everything. Just, where do we stop? I mean, when do we stop losing here?
How many followers does he have?
I mean, we just need to lose a little bit. I mean, we need a win here or there. I don't know if this is 1.5 million. Yep. Let's go. Let's check this out. Let's go. Let's search. Where's my search at? Why can I search? There we go.
Are you intimidated by these people?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not intimidated by anybody.
That's right, but they seem to be intimidated by us.
I'm telling you, I'm
my point.
Yeah, I'm not intimidated by anybody.
So there's kind of a contrast there going on.
Right.
Looks like.
Let's just look up some EVS, see what he's got going
Liners
on. This is the guy they say is losing, right? Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm no EVS simp. I think everyone on this panel knows that. I think EVS knows that. That I'm not an I guess I better actually spell his name, or it won't show me. I like doing this stuff in real time like this. Because then it's like, look, no tomfoolery here. Let's just see what kind of numbers this guy's getting. Look, he's got way less followers than Limited Run, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
this one, the 27th, was pinned.
But he's already, just that one is doing more numbers.
Yeah, that's a boring one, though.
To my haters.
Look at this. 20 minutes ago.
Oh, shit. I
to
like
the
that.
haters.
Dude. Yeah. Oh, man.
He already, look at that. 30 retweets, 147 likes. Just, 20 minutes, 2 hours ago, he did a retweet. Let me see what else he's got going here.
It's funny.
People that showing his tattoo off recently.
Yeah, people that tweet about him get as many tweets get as much action as drive-through games or
so
whatever the name of it.
Should simp.
I should simp. Maybe I should simp a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this.
Just for the views.
For the get some dang
yeah,
views.
Dude, look.
Look at that. Here's one. 68 retweets.
Be consistent.
That's not bad.
Be consistent, Luke.
I should simp a little bit. This is impressive, actually. It's the first time I looked at this. I was gonna prove what winning looked like, what losing looked like. I think I am. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is losing. This is what losing looks like. Here, let me show you what winning looks like. Let me show you some more winning. Let me show you some more winning. What is his name?
Luke Stone Studios.
Jim. What was his name? Tim Pool?
Tim Pool.
Tim Pool. Thank you.
Sounds like a bad Chinese movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, not Tim Pool. That's not what I'm looking for.
Who
The other guy. He's the guy that was just whining about not being able to make comic books because he's broke.
Oh fuck. That could be anybody.
That's a lot of people.
That could be anybody in Marvel and DC.
Hold on, I'll figure out who it is.
Is it Dan Slott?
No, I can't even remember his name. That's how inconsequential these people are, right? But they're winning. Remember, they're the winners.
Let's face it, Piper. That's a few people in Comicsgate too.
Well,
yeah,
they're not trying though. But I don't think that's who he's looking for.
I know.
No. Joe Glass.
Oh wow.
Who names these kids? I want to know.
I had to look it up, guys. Joe Glass. Obviously,
he didn't pick his last name. They didn't.
He didn't change it either.
Because it fits. He is frail as glass.
All right,
apparently.
Let me get in here to find this tweet that he posted yesterday.
Himbo.
All right, so this guy, my gosh, how much does this dude tweet?
Well, he's got nothing else to do.
That's his whole life, right? That's another thing. They live their life vicariously online.
Here we go. Let's look at this.
Because they don't really have a real life.
Okay, so I've gone back and forth about whether to tweet this, but I honestly don't know what to do. I need help.
Oh, this.
My business for my independent comics has dived off a cliff. And nothing seems to work to bring it back. I want to make new things, but I just can't see how. I'm posting it now because I just had a full-blown panic attack and breakdown at my day job, and I'm not in a good place.
Oh, no.
It feels like my business is over, and as a result, my ability to keep going as a creator. How can I make new things when I can't even see where the next paycheck is coming in? On top of that, my day job isn't keeping everything covered.
No.
With me having to constantly dip into my personal funds to cover business expenses. So I'm struggling to stay afloat here, and it doesn't matter what I try. Nothing seems to work.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Start making a comic people want to read.
I don't know how else to ask for it beyond what I've already tried. And I don't know what to do. I know it's a cost of living crisis. I know times are tough. But I still have a business to run to keep me and my art going. And I just don't know what to do anymore.
Times are tough. I thought we had a Democrat in there. Come on.
Right. Things are better than ever, right?
What the hell?
Yeah.
No recession. Things are better than
That's right.
ever.
Yeah.
Better than ever. Winning. This is what it looks like to win, guys. And I hate putting this on social media. I try to show a strong face, and I try to let it all, and I try not to let it all get to me when I know everyone is having a hard time right now. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Clueless.
Well, okay, well, today he had to thank people because his little cry for help got a couple people to go to his store, buy a couple of things.
Oh.
I have to say a massive thank you to all the people who reached out after I shared my fears and meltdown, and especially those who decided to try and take some of the pressure off by buying something from a store or even throwing money my way via Ko-Fi. Honestly, you're all the most generous people, and it really means a lot that you all care so much. You want to know why he's having trouble selling comic books? Here's why.
Yep. It's almost like that bullshit just doesn't.
Award nominee.
sell
I didn't
books.
win it, but I was put up for it. Right. Yeah.
All right. Here's his pinned tweet. Hi, I'm Joe Glass. Thanks for following me. I'm a writer and comic creator with a penchant for making LGBTQ inclusive works. In fact, everything I make has some queer inclusion. Check out the threads for examples of my work and more. I'm in a niche market and I'm going to make an even more niche product.
Well, if you're planning on making it that niche, and I'm
Young
gonna go
men in
even more
love.
niche, then
Yeah, young men in love. I mean, might as well just make it gay porn. That will sell. We know that will sell.
this is true.
I mean, if you're going to go niche, just go porn, man. That's what I'm telling people.
Get in on that
We know that
boys
stuff
love
sells.
market. It sells to
niche or
girls,
go
for
home.
women.
But guys, this is winning, right? This is winning. Never mind.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Since that's supposed to be what winnings look like, I don't want to win. I want to lose. I want to lose. I want.
You want to lose big time.
Yeah, I want to lose big time. I want Eric July's losing streak.
That's losing. Yeah, that's losing. I
want Ethan's
sign me
losing
up for the
streak.
losing team, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna respond to this. Watch, I'm gonna respond to this on the air.
Oh.
Stirring the pot. Luke, stirring the pot.
No, I'm responding to someone about Fund My Comic.
Maybe you want to join us losers over
This
here.
is what happens. This is winning, guys. I got to do business on stream.
Luke
Well, that's
stirs.
losing,
He
remember?
doesn't care anymore.
I don't even care.
He doesn't
It's
care.
whatever. I don't freaking
He
care.
has no filter.
No filter. I'm freaking winning.
You
I'm
better
winning.
have a filter.
Yeah, let's just look at my stupid little,
Luke's drinking tiger blood. He doesn't care.
like Adonis DNA over here. I
Eye
don't
of
care.
the tiger.
Tiger
Eye of the tiger.
Tiger blood, Adonis DNA, whatever. All right. Holy cow! I've got as many likes and retweets as that one company does.
Yeah, that has like 300,000 followers.
How many followers do I have? Where do I find? Oh, right here.
3.
Oh, I got 4,100 followers. I got 4,100 followers. That's not. I guess it's not bad. It's not 300 million or 300,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you're not a
here's another one. Here's
corporation either.
Iron Age Media. Iron Age Media. They're
Hell
doing
yeah.
the Anvil. Iron Age Magazine. We're losing though. Remember, we're losing. 14 retweets. 48 likes. Same as the same. Look what Bunny got. 22 likes,
Yeah.
14 retweets.
Yeah,
And
but
we're
he paid for
nobodies
half of
down
those.
here. I'm sure he did. He had to.
Yeah.
That umbrella guy. Let's go to that umbrella guy.
Let's face it, some of their stats are robots. They're robots.
Yeah.
Dave Brink. Talk about a guy who's losing. Oh man, let's look
man.
at Dave Brink. Oh, it looks like people are wanting him to go to Fund My Comic. There's 5.7% of his audience are idiots.
Join the other losers.
No offense, but you guys are idiots.
What?
Who would want to stay with Indiegogo and Kickstarter? They
Oh,
don't like you.
yeah.
Yeah. They said, look, no, I stick to Indiegogo or Kickstarter. No offense, but man, they don't like you. They don't want you. Here's another guy who's winning. Eric Hodson just got featured. His art is featured on that big buying Superman, selling Superman thing, right?
Yeah.
That's winning. And look, and these are like low levels that nobody knows about. You know, don't let me get over to Dillard's channel and show off what he's doing. Speaking of Dillard, let's show off what he's doing.
Let's do it anyway.
Let's do it anyway. Screw
Yeah,
it,
and
we're going.
it's really the best part is
We'll do it live.
in the grand scheme of thing, we're not big names.
No.
in the grand scheme of things, they're not big accounts, but seem to be doing a lot better and getting a lot more work than
gangbusters over some of these poos.
So just as well as a corporation.
Yeah.
Well, I just got paid today. I got paid today. Nice. Guess what I do for full time? Guess what pays my rent?
Comics.
I draw comic books. I draw comic books. And I'm doing this website and it's not even paying anything yet. It is paying for itself. Oh, let's talk about that. That's winning for a second, Todd.
Yeah.
We just started a website and in 3 weeks it's already paid for itself. 3 times over.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
It's paid for its maintenance, monthly maintenance.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. We ain't never going to see that other money. It's gone. That's gone forever. Let's forget that. That's investment money. Let's just think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hustling.
You gotta hustle.
Guess you didn't get that job at Kickstarter. Guess not, man.
Or McDonald's. You choose.
He's going to have to get a job at McDonald's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not working at McDonald's yet. I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
Thank God.
But right now, I'm not working at McDonald's. I don't have to.
You're overqualified.
Because I'm what? I'm hashtag winning.
You're
I'm winning.
Overqualified.
I'm overqualified. I'm overqualified.
Have you ever not got a job because you were overqualified? Overqualified? I have.
I've gotten a job. Yeah, I got a job. I was overqualified.
Yeah.
There was one job I tried out for a job I should have gotten. And yeah, you're kind of overqualified for this.
Right.
Like, isn't that kind of the point?
And I'm like, what the?
Isn't that the point, guys?
Yeah.
Anyway.
First time I heard that.
I'm just
it's kind of weird because you're like, well, if I'm willing to accept this pay, then what's the problem?
We don't want we don't want your talk back, your lip.
Look, we've had 80 new registered users on the website in less than a week.
Yeah,
we've raised almost $2,000 across the board in less than a week for people.
Yes.
We have added 8 new campaigns into the editing portion of the site in less than a week.
Now, is that working on or actually?
They're working on those.
I was one of those.
We've approved a number of brand new campaigns already. We launched our first major campaign.
Yes, we did.
This week. This campaign was done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
From idea to launch was done in 2 weeks. Had no sign up. Look, all of us know we crowdfund. We know that you've got to do 2 to 4 weeks of pre-campaign hustling to build your mailing list, right? If you're going to be successful, if you're going to make any kind of money, right?
Oh yeah, 4 weeks easy.
4 weeks easy. And we know that you're going to have to be on every live stream that you can be on in order to make it happen. You need to have your launch party scheduled weeks in advance. Well, here's the thing. Dillard come up with the idea, and in 2 weeks had the thing ready to launch. We come up with the stream last minute. We did it all on our own channels here. We used our little network. We were able to raise that night. We raised over $1,000.
Yeah.
On the campaign. Right now he's sitting at 1540. 46 backers. He had to add new tiers. He added the physical tier because people demanded it. Then he added the international tier because people demanded it. So this one, he's
making it accessible. $4 tier.
It's accessible. Yeah, $4 tier.
$1,500 of losing.
$1,500. Yeah, and he's got a lot of time left. And as soon as more people find out about this campaign, it's gonna go nuts. Watch this trailer. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Hey you! Are you tired of lame-ass stories for kids?
Yes.
Well, yes, I am.
Don't be a moron. Walk through that door.
Huge Ren and Stimpy vibes, man.
Yep.
What's wrong? Don't be a sissy baby. Just have a
Oh, that
look.
fart sound.
I provided that fart.
I bet you did. I heard about that.
The Buckler Canadian Tussle. Exclusively on Fun My Comic.
Guys, I've been shopping all week on
Oh,
a platform that I built.
Loser.
Well, I didn't build it. Kind of. I mean,
It's
but
like
I
Shake and Bake.
edited.
You helped.
Todd, I helped, yeah. Todd had something to do with it, and then like
I
somebody
was
else
there
built
in
the
the
cord.
planning.
It's shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
But in the sense of like Pharaoh built the pyramids.
uh,
Let's put it that way. That's
but
kind
did
of
he really?
well, that's kind of in that sense. You know, he had other people do it, but I built the pyramids. So I built this website.
Yeah, it was my idea. Yeah.
But I'm losing. This is what losing looks like down here, guys. No, man, this is winning. This is what winning looks like.
I
As
know
we
that's
say,
what I think of
we're
in the
winning.
morning.
Look, we are making comic books. We're doing what we want, and we're keeping our money. We're keeping our own money. We're keeping way more of our own money. We've got ideas, and we're able to create and to do fun stuff without trying to be beholden to some weird set of rules that are made up and changed every few
Arbitrarily.
days. Yes, arbitrarily.
Yeah.
To say this or that, you know, we don't have to worry about not being feminist enough or not being this enough or not being that enough. Those are all stupid rules.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, it's we're just saying enough. We're just gonna have a good time.
I'm as mad as hell, and
Just
I'm
gonna
not
have
going to
fun.
take it anymore.
Exactly.
What, too soon?
Right. At this point, what does it make? What difference does it make anyway? All right, I want to go.
Anymore?
Right.
I see what
It
you did
is.
there, Todd.
Where is that?
I see what you did there.
Oh, I get to see all of the things.
Oh,
That's
my.
right. I get to
So-
see all of what. I'm gonna just go by fast.
So what
So
have we
don't-
learned, kiddos? If you want to win like us, do porn.
2 point. That'll do it. That'll do it. Where's it? Here we go.
Luke
Edwin,
may
if you're still
never
here,
have me on again, so I have to make the most of it.
if you're still here, let's check this out.
We ain't kicked
So-
you yet, so you're good.
So this
Okay.
is new. I haven't seen this yet.
Ooh.
Raid of the White Leopard is the story of a band of Viking raiders who get caught up in a storm and wash up on a mysterious island.
This guy's in witness protection, obviously.
Creator of the Ace, with art by Avery Butterworth from the Lost Pages. Letters by SK. Back it on funmycomic.com.
Nice.
I'm creeped out, man.
I like it. I like it.
My comic.
Fondmycomic.com. Man, I'm telling you, that's.
Do it now.
I get so sick of this. Like, oh, I'm losing. You guys are losing, or this, or whatever. Right?
Those are
I'm
losers.
just so sick of it. And that whole guilt. You know, like there are people that won't use this site because, well, it's CG. The site's not CG. Luke's CG, but the site's not. The site's friggin' freedom for all.
Freedom!
Just
Yeah,
don't
for
break the
everybody.
law. Don't break the law and you'll be all right.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Memes of Destruction says that he has a blue check on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Verified. Verified. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Verified.
And I want to know how you get verified on Pornhub.
I don't either. I don't either.
It was, no. I was going to show you my
Original
private
art?
account, but anyway.
Original art for 150.
Ooh, damn, that is
6
some
of 'em.
detail.
Oh snap!
That is great, man.
I
Look at
like
this. I want this book.
Buy my book. Buy
I
my
want this book. I'm shopping. Sorry, guys.
I'm supposed to be working on my campaign, but I'm here.
It's great for a black and white book.
April 28th. April 28th. I can't back it till then.
Oh.
Dang it. I want that book. Well, I have time to save my pennies.
I like that logo, too.
What's that?
I like that logo.
It looks great, doesn't it?
No
very
kidding.
Viking, very Celtic. I love it. I love it. We're losing, guys. People don't know. I mean, that's the sad part. They just don't know what winning really is.
Losers.
Winning is having so much traffic run to your site that it crashes, like what happened to some guys the other day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, winning is not getting in diamond and being distributed. Winning is being able to make a reasonable living off of making the art that you love.
And actually getting to keep the money you make.
Right. That's what we mean by winning. Look, this whole time I've been really salty and kind of insulting. That's only because it's Tuesday night, and that's why.
That's only because you believe in repentance.
I do believe in repentance.
God will let me do it, and then he'll forgive me later. Right.
Yeah, Lucas said, "Be the salt of the earth, not salty."
There you go.
That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. Yeah.
You just blew his theology. Thanks, Todd.
Just blew my theology right out. Guys, we need to throw a little love on Doc Quasar, by the way.
Ooh.
He is having such a hard time getting traction because he works midnights, and so he can't hit any streams. He's having trouble.
He can always come on my stream.
Yeah,
but it's a time thing, you know.
Freedom of speech, giving people a, freedom of expression, independence, all that good stuff. Forget it. That was all made up so that I could have an easier way to buy comic books.
Okay.
So I didn't have to remember where everybody's links were.
Yeah. But you bring up a valid point. People that distribute, really, I mean, the ones that have all that, of course, could sell that information to other campaigners. You really need to know and trust who you're putting. I mean, I'm not saying that that's happened or could happen, but it could. I mean, isn't that what it's about? Collecting data nowadays on individuals and catering.
I'm just so sick of the whole just the pandering, the saying, that just because something or someone is in diamond and being distributed through that way, right, that's somehow leveled up or greater than somebody who draws indie books for a living, but they're doing it literally for a living, like for a living. Well, I know. I'm not in their Substack, but I'm on their mailing list. I got somebody who's an indie creator who is in diamond and is basically begs for money from people because they don't have enough to make the balance sheet work out for the year. Mm-hmm. But that's winning. That's somehow leveled up, right? Todd, you and I, we started this company. We put a great deal of money into a developer that pretty much went, right?
Yeah, and he sounded like he would be a winner.
He sounded like a real winner,
sounded good, but
right?
At the end of the day, it's about delivering.
We pivoted in spite of his non-delivery, right? And we got a site out, right? And that site is growing. That site is paying for its maintenance already. We are
Which is
working
a
our
big
buns off to
win.
get out there. But have we begged for money?
Yeah.
I don't think we've begged for money.
I wouldn't.
Right? I wouldn't do that.
And you can see who's working on campaigns, how many more campaigns you got coming down the pike. It's not like
let me stop sharing. Yeah, let me stop sharing that so I can actually see.
we have like 8 campaigns running. Okay, 18. Okay, but
18
how many
running, yeah.
how many are due to come out? That's
We actually have 19 running right now. We have 25 of them being edited, and we have one of them that is being revised, and another one that is probably almost ready for its second revision.
Well, one thing that just personally, I put up the ash can that night that Dillard as a campaign, and it's showing it to me twice up there. I guess I can go in there and delete one. I don't know how it
cancel
came
one
up
of them.
twice.
I don't know either.
But that was one thing that I've got to go in there and do.
Refresh your browser and make sure it's not just a browser glitch.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
in there twice. Okay.
Yeah, it's been up there twice. Yeah.
I just figured you boomered it.
I don't know. I just
I
put it
boomed
up there
things.
once and it came up twice. So
Hail Woke Breaker, it's good to have you here. I think we're gonna go ahead and close things down. It's been an hour and a half. It's about what we do.
I would.
That's about what
Can
we do.
you close out one of those for me?
Well, I can. I can actually delete one of them if you want.
Yeah, delete one of them for me, will you?
I can actually make it go away forever.
Yeah, because they're both the same. Just don't do both.
That's fine.
Although
But
I
can
haven't
make it
got
go away
that
forever.
much on that. It would be okay if you did. But
You're like, what? What happened? Yeah, you got 2. Which one do you want me to get rid of? Both of them?
either one.
Just one of them?
The ash can. Yeah, just one. Yeah.
All right. See, we're doing business right here on the air. Because that's just the kind of
I didn't
mood
realize
I'm
that
in.
I'd muted my microphone.
She's been muted the whole time. My gosh, this has been such a backwards. We're so professional.
No, we're not. Don't lie.
What a story, Mark.
So professional.
I look like you, Todd, with longer
Dude, it's
hair.
our first night. Our first night streaming on.
What a story, Rex.
On
God. It sounded
Rumble.
just like it.
Our first night streaming on Rumble, we've had 8 to 10 people watching over there almost
That's
the whole
awesome.
night. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Go Rumble.
Thank you, Rumble viewers.
Are you
Appreciate
ready
it
to
very much.
rumble?
We've had quite a few people watching. It started out slow, but on our other outlets, we've had even more people coming in and
Get
watching.
up, Sting.
So yeah, we've been between all the outlets, we've been double digits for most of the night. So thank you guys for
winning.
watching tonight and hanging out. And of course, yep, that's called winning. And
That's called mind blowing.
I don't know. It's called losing depending on who you talk to.
I'm losing. It's just more losing. Look, I'm happy to be a loser.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a loser. This is the kind of losing that
Losing with Luke.
yeah.
You need
It's gonna be in our new segment. It's called Losing with Luke.
sort of
Let's
like
look at who
Lois
all's losing.
Lane. You know, Lois Lane. Losing with Luke. It sticks with you, you know.
I just
Lana
don't get.
Lane.
Yeah. I just don't get why people have got to be all like, you were losing. That doesn't make any sense to me, right?
They start believing the propaganda that's 24/7 at them.
Yeah.
Apparently.
There are campaigns from indie guys that are in the Iron Age and so on in Comicsgate that they're just going gangbusters right now. And I think, with Film My Comic, we're going to see April and May are going to be big months. I think come June, July, August, it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be massive. We're going to have a new app. It's not going to be available on Apple, but it will be available on Google. I mean, on Android phones. We'll have an Android app.
I have an Android. That's awesome.
No, I don't have it. I have an Apple phone. But we will have those out.
Loser.
Yeah, well, those are big
Pretty
laser.
soon you'll have the money to get one.
I
Hopefully.
have money to get a really good phone.
There you
That's
go.
why I have an iPhone.
The way they update
Everything
them,
I
you
have
have
is
to
Mac.
get.
Everything is Mac. Everything I have is Mac. You guys always give me a hard time about my Mac stuff.
People are either into
Screw
Apple or
guys.
they're not. You know.
Yeah, you artists in your Mac
Well,
stuff.
Breaker's watching on Rumble.
I
as
do
well.
have
Thank
a
you for
Mac,
watching
but I also have a real computer.
on Rumble. Thank you for watching on
I
Rumble.
wish I had a Big Mac.
Peace out, everybody. Memes of destruction. We will see you soon. RJ, peace. Memes, peace. John A. Douglas is here. Hail, everyone.
Yeah.
Hail, doing well.
I'm old
we
enough
talked
to
about the
not-
censorship and all that.
I'm old enough to remember freedom.
I do remember that. That's what we're fighting for is freedom, guys.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
I remember America when we
Freedom of your
when we didn't have
finances,
to look
holy
over
cow.
our shoulder all the time,
Wow.
and
that'd
we
be
didn't
nice.
get called out just because we wanted to walk down the same street as somebody else. You should feel guilty, Rex. You're too white. Yeah, I'm transparent. You should see me in the shower back here.
He is
But
trans.
No, I stay
Transparent.
home. I stay home. Sure, I stream all the time, but I
That
stay
guy's
home for
clear.
the most part. I'm not a
Mr.
threat. I'm
Cellophane should have been my name. Little show tunes for you, folks. Man,
All
can you
for
tell I'm
free.
punchy?
Didn't cost
It's been
you
a
a thing.
long day. It's been a long day.
Go check
Bro,
out.
I got
GoFundMe
more
comment. Do it.
more comments and likes and stuff on a very brief tweet about my kid's failed attempt to insult me than everything that fucking than anything from that fucking game account.
That you're losing.
No, but I'm losing.
Todd,
No,
do you have a
honestly-
YouTube channel?
No, I don't.
No.
You don't.
Look, I didn't bring up our Twitters to insinuate that we were doing great. I
Yeah.
brought them up to show how poorly the competition was doing.
Yeah.
You know, they should be doing way better than we are. And
People that
welcome,
should be winning.
welcome,
'Cause they're
Bayonet
winners and we're
Ricochet.
not.
Bayonet Ricochet just joined us over here
losers.
at the on Rumble. We are going to be
shoot.
now 13 watching on Rumble.
We're Luke Stone losers.
Wow.
Ooh,
14
Rumble
watching
pretty
on
cool.
Rumble. Holy cow.
Didn't Jesus come for the down and outs? I'm
Now, the
just saying.
sad part is my little ticker view over here does not count Rumble viewers. Does not count Rumble viewers.
Oh,
It only counts the regular plug-in stuff. So it's
But are
missing
you able
all
to
of the
see
viewers.
both chats at least?
Well, not in here. I can't pull them
Well,
over
yeah, not in
into-
here, but you can.
So you're just
I've got
making up the
window
number
over.
of Rumble
Okay.
users?
No, I've got the window over here. I've got
you're
it
just
open.
making up.
Just making crap up, guys. Thanks, Bayonet.
What
Thanks
a
for
loser.
the
No,
support.
What
you were
a
just
loser.
saying early. You were saying earlier about not wanting to leave out Rumble viewers like Rumble chat. So I was wondering,
Yep.
like, if you had your
I
I
eyes
got the
on it.
window up.
He's a
I got the
segregator.
window open. Yeah, I've got the window open and I'm looking at it.
Oh, he's a
So,
knuckle cracker too.
A
join us
how-to
Thursday
series
morning.
on how to literally write a book. I'm curious. Do you mean a comic book
Or any kind of book.
or any kind of book? The formatting's different. How you go about it is different, but
Well, we should just start out with like a how-to series on how to actually write a story. How to tell a story.
Once
start
upon
the-
a time,
maybe that'll be a
in
good way to
galaxy
start.
far, far away. Start there.
Piper, why don't we work on a series of videos to do that?
I would love to do that. I would love them to also be on my channel too.
We can put them on both channels.
Hell yeah.
We can do whatever we want. You know why? Because we're losers.
Freedom!
And losers do what they want.
Yeah. You know, there is some freedom in that. Like, well, okay, well, we'll go over here and be losers. You winners just go freaking
Go
eat each
win.
other.
Go worry about not being feminist enough.
Not to worry. I have a permit. This just says I can do what I want.
Translate a token style fantasy into comic format.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, that would be fun.
No small tone there.
Jeff Potts, welcome, my friend. I can tell you how to write
A book.
Book. Should tell us how to write a book. B.A. Turner just joined us. Welcome. Hey. Guys, hail.
Hey, B.A.
You know what? I really hate to tell you this.
Yeah.
Everybody just showed up, apparently, right now. At 1:45 midnight. But guess what? It is Luke's bedtime. Luke is going to go to bed because he has to get his butt up early tomorrow. And I have a lot of pages to draw tomorrow.
Ooh.
I
saw your Pariah Blood and Mud. Ooh.
I needed to get 4 done today, and I only got 2 done today. And so tomorrow I have to get 6 done. That's how that works, guys.
When did
Good
you
thing
work
tomorrow
in
is
that
not
Pariah cover?
I worked that in yesterday.
Wow.
I had my
out of the park. Awesome.
Thank you. I had my Monday work caught up by noon, so I was able to work ahead a little bit on some of the things that I needed, and then we hit the page work early, and then I did that. That was only supposed to be an hour and a half. I spent twice as long on that as I should have, but
I'm a writer.
It turned out really nice.
I'd like to come on that show about writing. I'm a writer too.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's a good way to blow somebody off. Sweet.
You know, everything that you guys tell me right now for the last half hour, I'm not going to remember any of this.
That's where I'm at.
Like, my brain has been shutting down.
Drugs, folk. He does
and
drugs.
Ready for it. It is not drugs. It's like, maybe back in the day, drugs played a part. Maybe they still do. I really can't focus more than 90 seconds at a time. I'm joking. No, I was not a druggie. I did not do those.
Hey, back in the day was yesterday.
John A. Douglas says over on Rumble, and a series on how to write a good team dynamic. I could do that. I'm good at that. I only know I'm good at that because my editor tells me I'm good at that. Yep. This one right down there.
Wait, there we
This
go.
lady.
Yeah. I help write comics.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
I've helped with a couple of well,
Oops,
not
I was
book
trying to be
books.
funny. Point
Just
to
prose.
Todd. Look, my fingers getting covered up. Man, I am punchy. Guys, I'm so tired. We're going to have to close this thing down because who knows what I might say or might do, which is funny.
I need to go
Ricochet
refill
says,
on that tiger
a
blood.
how-to guide for dummies on how easy Fund My Comic would be good, you know, because I suck at things. Yeah, Fund My Comic is really easy.
When do we get our t-shirts that say "Stay Salty"?
Ooh, we should
I know.
We should sell merch.
Make some merch. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stay salty.
I like that. Stay salty.
Stay salty.
Go Fund My Comic.
Bayonet says I worded that terribly, but you get the gist. I do get the gist. You worded it. I understood it exactly, but I said it how you worded it, and no one batted an eye.
Because I understood it.
Right? And everyone understood that you're just gonna have to figure out that Luke's brain is shutting down. We are in shutdown mode.
When he starts doing sign language, you know it's time to go.
I went to we had dinner late because my daughter worked.
Get out of here.
And we went to this there's this great Mexican restaurant called Mi Pueblo. And they've got this thing called Jerry's Burrito. I don't know who Jerry is, but he's brilliant. Because that burrito is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. It's covered in cheese sauce and wait for it. Pineapple.
Nope. I'm out.
I got it one day because I was like, that's weird. I'll try it.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
She is out.
She is out. She was like, forget it.
Wow.
Screw it. I'm out.
If you
I'm
mention
done.
mayonnaise, I'll kick myself.
We're bringing her back. We're making her back. But no, it was
I wanted to do that faster so that I left
so
right when I said, screw it. No, I'm out. But I couldn't find the button.
I'll eat pineapple on pizza. I don't care. Fight me.
Todd's channel is the rabbit hole.
I hurt her feelings with the
Go
pineapple.
check out the rabbit hole. She's still back there. She can hear you.
You know, it takes 15 months to make a pineapple. 15 months. And that's a cheap fruit. They must make them by
Jeff
the million.
Potts, get a hold of Piper. She can help you as a comic book editor translate your novel, format it for comic books. She could do that. Okay, Night All. I need a series long lived cheesecake without toppings. There you go. Amen. Piper says, yep. Rather than tell you in person, she types it into the chat like a weirdo. Bayonet says, Piper actually left, LOL. And we're actually going to leave. So guys, don't remember. God. Don't forget. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. The chat has been awesome. We've had a fun conversation. I'm losing my freaking mind. We have so much going on. Be sure to check out on the channel. I did a This Week on Fund My Comic, the update, this week's update. Great things happening. We did fix a stupid little email issue that we were having on when you would back and it would send you the confirmation email. Your boy apparently forgot to double check, make sure the kernels were wrapped properly with the right coding. And they weren't. And so it was broken. I just had to go in there and make sure that the spaces were actually between the two kernel pieces. Like the wrapping code instead of simple fix. But I was an idiot that didn't double check the code before I hit save on the initial one. And so it was broken, but it's fixed now. So if you guys, again, find any other problems, feel free to let me know. We're moving right along.
That's the kind of support you get.
Yep. Maybe that's why I'm so tired.
Yep.
Because I'm up all the time doing
long day
support. Every day is a long day.
But
you know what? But again, it's, this is what losing looks like. You just gotta, you gotta build your big loser empire.
Yep.
Later. Timothy Olsen, welcome Timothy. Got a campaign going live on the thing of Bob too.
My comic.
Yeah, that thing, guys.
The thing.
Hey, good night.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Think about what you've accomplished. Don't forget to check us out Thursday morning and go by fundmycomic.com. See you guys.